The year is 2004, and Mark Zuckerberg launched his now known, infamous platform called Facebook. It was remarkable, a wonder, and truly something of its time. The site was an instant hit and had more than 400 million people visiting the site every single month. With the website growing in its popularity, it became clear that where the market was headed, it demanded instant online communication where people can share music, photos, videos, and whatever else was trending online. Facebook was sitting on a goldmine, and others who knew and were aware of it wanted in on the action. This sparked a raging firestorm of companies setting up their own network of video and photo sharing content to get in on the action. Many of them failed, and only a handful of them are prospering today. Sites such as Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, Tumblr, and Reddit all joined in on the content sharing space we now know as social media. These content sharing platforms have been booming, and as the need for instant online communication is at an all-time high, people can easily get access to connecting to thousands of people easily, anywhere, and anytime. But this, of course, comes at a cost. The cost is attention. You see, in the age of social media, attention is a luxury. People, advertisers, bloggers, and influencers will go to extreme lengths to get your attention for their products, services, and information. They would spend an enormous amount of time and money getting the latest technology, cars, makeup, clothes, and jewelry to show off online in hopes for your attention. This attention plants the seeds for catalysts that lead to a like, a retweet, a share, subscriber, comment, pin, double tap, or all of the above. With everybody on social media, it's become much more and more prominent that people spend a majority of their time giving attention to people they couldn't care less about. Be honest with yourself. Do you really care about what others are doing online? Do you really care about whether this person is trying that new diet? Well, do you? Probably not. Let's be honest. Social media is often fueled by ego, and sometimes it's also used in good use. The point of this video is not to convince you that you should never use social media. It is so you understand that social media does have a negative effect on your brain, and constant usage can lead to addiction, creating a never-ending loop of nothing. Social media, like anything else, is a drug, and every time you check your phone, a hit of dopamine is released, a chemical in your brain that triggers the feeling of a reward, or in a sense, instant gratification. In the long run, it rewires your brain for short-term thinking and addiction. You might find yourself checking in on your feed, watching a quick 7-minute video that your buddy just sent you, because you say to yourself, it's only 7 minutes. I watch it, and I'll get back to doing whatever I was doing. You justify to yourself that it's okay to get distracted just for a second, so you do it anyway. Eventually, what was 7 minutes turns into an hour of binge-watching videos. This heavy usage of social media keeps us connected to our phones, all the way to the point where if you told somebody that you don't carry a phone around you, they would think you're crazy, delusional, or even weird. It has even gotten to a point where the constant use of social media fuels disorders such as anxiety and depression, and especially in younger generations. In this video, I want to give you 5 pieces of advice that have dramatically helped my life and can help you break your addiction to social media so you can stay focused, get less distracted, and achieve whatever it is you want in this life. Tip number 1, turn off your phone and hide it when engaged in work. In order to stay truly engaged in your work, you must stay in a state of focus. To do that, you must remove the things that may be a distraction to you. For example, if you work on your laptop and have your phone right next to you, you may want to remove your phone from your periphery and have it away from you. If you occasionally glance at your phone, you may feel the need to check in, and it will ruin your state of focus. The best thing to do is to completely turn off your phone and hide it somewhere where you won't see it or have any sort of access to it. By doing so, you will remove the need to check in on your accounts, and the urge to even touch your phone will drop substantially. Tip number 2, limit the amount of time you spend on your phone. The amount of time you spend on your phone will determine the quality of time you have in your day. If you spend a ton of time on your phone, you will feel as if there isn't enough time in the day and that time has simply passed you by. But if you start to decrease your phone usage daily, you will feel as if you have more time in your day, helping you become much more productive in the process. Obviously, it will vary depending on your usage, but the goal here is to decrease the amount of time you spend on your phone daily. For example, if you spend 4 hours on your phone daily, try to limit it down to 3 hours. And once you've nailed down 3 hours, try to limit it down to 2 hours. And by decreasing the amount of time you spend on your phone, you will find that you have much more time throughout your day to do the things that you actually want to do. Tip number 3, turn off notifications. This one is huge for me and it will help you as well. Whenever we get a notification on our phones, we always feel as if it's important. Yet, 99% of the time, it is never as urgent or important as it seems. This is because we have conditioned ourselves to react to a stimulus, which in this case is a notification. And whenever we receive a notification, we'll feel the urge to check in to see what it is. And if we don't, we feel that tension building up as we want to know exactly what it was that we just received. The perfect solution for this is to completely turn off all notifications on your phone and leave on only the important ones. For me, it's usually my phone app and my bank apps that I leave open for notifications. All social media accounts are completely turned off and I wouldn't know whether I received a notification unless I manually go in and check the app myself. Tip number 4, remove it completely. Removing the source of distraction can work well for anybody. I want you to think about this for a second. Do you really need these apps on your phone when you can easily access it through your computer? If you don't, then I suggest you completely remove the apps from your phone. This is possibly the best thing I've ever done because when I removed these apps, I found that the need to check in was much less. And even when I did, I couldn't because the apps weren't there. Eliminating the source can completely work for just about everybody, especially since the temptation has been removed. Tip number 5, morning and night rule. This rule is particularly something that I made up myself. It is where I don't allow myself to get access to my phone anytime before 12 in the afternoon and then 1 hour before I go to sleep. For example, I personally wake up at 6 in the morning every single day, and I make an effort not to log into my phone anytime before 12 p.m. The reason why is because I find myself to be much more productive and successful if I start my day with positive actions instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media. I also don't allow myself to check in on my phone at least 1 hour before bedtime. Studies show that using your phone prior to sleep can affect the quality of your sleep. Overall, because social media isn't going anywhere, we need to take into account that our lives shouldn't be connected to our phones. We also shouldn't value ourselves based on others' opinions or lifestyles. We need to start taking responsibility and start taking control of our lives away from social media. It should only be used as a tool to provide and to connect, and not for mind-numbing entertainment. It is essential that if you want to reclaim your life and get ahead, you must learn how to remove yourself from the endless void of social media. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a comment down below on which tip has helped you out the most. And if you have any pieces of advice or tips to give to people, make sure to leave that down below in the comment section as well. And if you guys enjoyed this video and found some value from the content that you just saw, please make sure to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel, as I do release videos like this on a daily basis. And thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. This is your boy Brandon signing out, and remember, demand great.